Dear colleagues, in my presentation, I would like to give you a short input about Russian-German project activities in the most western part of the Russian Federation in Kaliningrad region, Kaliningradska Oblast. And the activities aim at the establishment of a biosphere reserve, which would base on the regional nature park Vyshtinets that has been established already in 2012. And if we will have success with our project and the nomination, it will be the first biosphere reserve in Kaliningrad region and the 4/7 of the whole Russian Federation. The activities started in 2018, the concrete activities towards these biosphere reserves, and are financed by the German Federal Ministry of Environment, together with the International Nature Conservation Agency. Implementing partners from Russian side are the Ministry for Natural Resources and Ecology, together with the administration of the nature park. From German side, the Zucco Foundation, together with Eberswalde University, are the main partners. And of course, in Russia, we have a lot of research institutions and NGOs also contributing to the project. And we are now aiming at submitting the nomination file by 15th of December. So due to Corona this year, the deadline has been postponed, and hopefully we can submit it in December. So a short look at the project region. So it's Kaliningrad region, you see, and in the southeast of the region, you can see the territory of the plant biosphere reserve. It's in the border region between Poland, Russia, and Lithuania. Green marked, you can see the already existing nature park, and it will be surrounded by a zone of cooperation, which will mark the outer border of the biosphere reserve. And the region is quite remote from Kaliningrad, I would say. So by car, it's about 3 hours to go there. There is hardly public transportation to the region, so most of the visitors and tourists have to go there by their own vehicles. So that's one of the challenges that have to be somehow solved for the region to get more attractiveness of the region itself. So according to UNESCO international guidelines, our planned biosphere reserve Vyshtinets shall integrate 3 main functions. First of all, it has a conservation function for biodiversity and cultural diversity. We have about 6 ecosystem types in the region, which is dominated by the Ruminska forest, or red Krasny les in Russian, the red forest. Further, we have wetlands. We have the famous Lake Vyshtinets in the border region, and we have a lot of red list species, not only from Kaliningrad region, but also from the Russian Federation. Species who are listed in the ICN list as vulnerable or near threatened. Further, the region has a high genetic importance for example, the European deer population who occurs there. We have a lot of medical plants in the forest, and there are lots of historical and cultural sites due to its Eastern Prussian history. Mainly, there are some monuments left from the German period, but also from other periods, Stone Age, for example. So in the future core zone, we have mainly this conservation function. Then, of course, economic development function is crucial of the biosphere reserve. development of tourism, promotion of organic farming, promotion of marketing of local products, and promotion of cultural events. So currently we already have some international festivals together with the neighbor countries. So one festival is called Sąsiedzi, so neighbors, together with Poland. It's an annual festival with some international funds, and these festivals really benefit the population, and it's a great event to attract visibility for the region. And these development functions are mostly concentrated on the buffer and the future cooperation zone of the biosphere reserve. And we of course have a logistic function underpinning the development function of the biosphere reserve. Here we have research task of the biosphere reserve identified, monitoring, especially in the last year, the amount of wolf has been increased, which is a big challenge, not only for the forest itself, but also for the farmers working in the zone of cooperation. Of course, the biosphere reserve has an education function. There is a museum already working very intensively on education with pupils, with school classes, with students. There is a big chance to further develop the education function. And of course, once the biosphere reserve will be part of the international network, it will benefit from the exchange with other biosphere reserves, not only in Russia, but worldwide. And there are already in the course of project some cooperation have been initiated with other biosphere reserves, which can be built on further. So what were the main activities in the course of our project? As I mentioned, starting in 2018. So for us, the approach was to see the establishment of the biosphere reserve really as a communication process. And very crucial for the success was the involvement of really many stakeholders in the design of the biosphere reserve, because we directly from the beginning, we felt there is much lack of knowledge on the concept of a biosphere reserve. Of course, it's the first reserve in the Kaliningrad region, so you cannot compare it with other concepts. And it was mostly connected with a very strict protection regime, because in Russian language we have this Biospherne zapovednik, which in our case it's not congruent, because our biosphere reserve will build up on a regional park, not on a zapovednik or a national park. So the concept is somehow different. So one of the main pillars was citizen information. We developed a podcast series with staff of the nature park, and also with local population contributing to it. And the aim was just to support a positive mood for the establishment of biosphere reserves. This was also subject of an image film that has been developed. You can see the image film on YouTube, or can listen to the podcast series on the website of the nature park. Another main thing was strengthening local capacities, as I mentioned, mainly to increase knowledge on the concept. So we organized study tours to biosphere reserves in Germany to initiate an exchange with people already doing business in biosphere reserves in Germany, and to show how conservation and economic development can be synced together or put together. One important thing was to strengthen participation and the cooperation with land resource users. Therefore, some management models have been developed, and in the end, one has been chosen by the working group working on it. And we worked on generating more knowledge, not only on the concept of biosphere reserves, but also to get insights what or in how far the people living there are using the nature, what is their attitude to nature, how are they using ecosystem services of the nature. And one of the results of the study I show you on the slide. So people were asked, in your opinion, what types of activities should receive special support in the plant biosphere reserve. So, and you can see that mostly mentioned was ecological and rural tourism, together with the support of cultural events, holidays, festival, leisure time, also development of small business and local residents. So there is a big hope in further development, especially of regional development, which lead to additional income and also to an added value to the whole region. You can have a look at more information about project results on websites from the Nature Park, Vyshtinets Park or on our Zucker-Stiftung website, also a website from the ministry or the Biosphere Center. And yeah, let's hope that the project will not only produce results on paper, but will also have success in reality, and the nation will get through and recognized by the UNESCO Commission next year.